Somehow, my daughters fell in love with Formula One. I don't know how or why, but I'm not arguing. They may not know wheel, but does anyone?
Hi, and welcome to We Don't Know Wheel F1. I'm Anne.
And I'm Grace. We're two sisters who fell in love with Formula One. And now we force all of our friends and family to listen to us talk about it.
And welcome to the Secret Santa holiday extravaganza with all the holiday decorations.
We're in the off season, but we have good reason to be together today. It's honestly more important than a race. The Secret
it's an
Santa video
event.
has dropped.
I also loved how the official F1 accounts were teasing it for the past 24 hours of the
Yes.
Secret Santa video is coming soon. Here's
all
little
know it's-
tidbits to get you ready.
We all know it's the most important video of the F1 calendar. Yeah.
Most important YouTube video, 100%. Most
Certainly.
important thing that happens during the Formula One season, debatable.
We disagree. No. Yeah, I love all the Grill the Grids. I feel like I haven't been watching them as well this year because I'm like watching too much F1 stuff. But as soon as I saw the Christmas videos out, I was like, I'm there. I'm already watching.
Yeah. With the Grill the Grids, I think I almost wish they had just randomly spaced them out and randomly dropped them during the Formula One season instead of being like, you're going to get one a week during the summer break. Because it was it was a nice way to have content during the summer break, but it almost adds a little bit to the magic when you don't know it's going to come. And then just all of a sudden, oh, here it is. And you're so wonderfully surprised and happy.
I have to agree. But yeah, let's deep dive into the Secret Santa video.
Such a good Secret Santa exchange. I've watched the others multiple times just because it's funny and cute. This, I think, is on the top of the list for out of the best years that they've done it. Because the disparity between some of the very heartfelt gifts and some of the gifts where you're just you put zero effort into this is
I feel like it's
funny.
like that every year though. And
I feel like this year was particularly
totally
good though.
Hit or miss. Like you would think oh, sometimes they're just certain people are bad gift givers. But it seems like it's just literally some years they're on it, some years they're not. Well, because last year Charles gave Max a
copy of the game.
Yeah, but he at least photoshopped himself into it. I thought that was funny. I thought that was really good. This year,
he forgot a gift for Max, and that's one of his sponsors, so he just had extra copies, and then he photoshopped it. That's all he did.
He still photoshopped himself.
Anyways.
I thought that was a pretty good gift. Compared to this year, he had Zhou Guanyu, and he literally just gave him Valtteri's calendar. And that one, I was like, I don't understand what happened here. Because I will also say that I feel like part of it is certainly their PR teams are helping them with these gifts. And some teams you can feel are just we do not have time for this, and we have put no thought into it. And some teams, it's they are PR machines. So I'm like, Ferrari's a PR machine. What is happening with Charles?
No, I know. I agree. My theory is that Valtteri gave one of those calendars to all of the drivers.
Yes,
and Charles just had it sitting around, and he was like, "Oh, I can give this to Zhou."
And Zhou already had two of them.
And the funniest part is that Zhou picked it up and said, is this a calendar? With this look on his face.
He's traumatized. Yes. Which maybe that was the Charles joke of it, but it was a bad joke.
What?
And I know Charles and Zhou know each other. I think they went to high school together.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know each other pretty well.
Really?
But it is funny, and I feel like I've already seen some jokes about how, like, last year Joe had Charles, and he gave him, like, a very nice tea set
Yes, they
that felt
did.
very heartfelt, and then this year, Charles was like, "Would you like a calendar that you definitely already own at least 2 times?" Like,
Poor Joe. It
but
was
let's
hilarious how he tried to like return it with a note, and then
I
Charles
know.
returned it right back.
Let's work our way through the video and the gifts
Mhm.
that were given. Okay.
So it started
I'm
with Fernando getting
Did it?
the captain hat.
Yeah, that one felt lacking, I'm gonna be honest. That was from
Really?
Lance.
I thought that was very sweet. I thought it was right up Fernando's alley.
I suppose so, but, like, does he need the hat?
Do any of them need anything, Grace?
No, but I did love when Charles I think we just have to let ourselves bounce a little bit here. When Charles got Fernando's gift, which was a paddle racket, he was
Mm,
so genuinely excited. Like, he was
that
like,
was
"This is a
very
really
sweet.
good gift. I'm gonna use this."
Charles has gotten such good gifts over the year because he got that like bandana from Mick. What did
Yeah.
he get last year? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like people are really paying attention to what Charles is doing. This is pretty privilege,
Mm-hmm.
where even your friends on the grid, they know what you're up to and what you're into, and they're buying you gifts based on it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you're right that he was like, I just got a boat. So whoever gave this to me must know that I've recently gotten a boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I think I'm like, it was a captain's hat, but it's like,
And captain in
it wasn't
Spanish,
very,
Capitan.
okay, it wasn't very specialized.
Which I mean, they are teammates. It is fair that you could expect something a little more specialized.
Yeah. Okay, so Fernando got a gift from Lance, and
Mm-hmm.
it was the captain's hat. Lance got a gift from Yuki,
Which
and it
was
was
his
also a
new
hat.
merch.
Was it Yuki's merch?
Yes, which his
That's
merch
cute.
is so cute. Expensive, but so cute.
I'm ready for some Yuki merch. And I was also loving that, like, Yuki on his merch and stuff, he puts a little maple leaf, which is very sweet, with
Yes.
Lance being Canadian as well. That was a good combo, and it seemed like Lance was genuinely pleased with the hat.
Which also, like, what Canadian
Doesn't want a
doesn't
hat.
want another winter hat?
Yeah,
As a Minnesotan, I
exactly.
will always take another winter hat.
Yeah, I have to agree. And yeah, I feel like I also think it's kind of funny. I saw an article recently where Alex was talking about when Fernando wore his shoes, and Alex said, like, his merch. And
Mm-hmm.
Alex said that Fernando came to him and asked him, like, "Hey, can I have a pair of your shoes?" And Alex was so excited. But it made me realize that, like, these guys aren't necessary. Like, I think you and I assume, like, you're making merch, you're giving it to all the other drivers because when they wear your stuff, it like boosts your name.
Yeah.
And in the Secret Santa game, they are always giving their merch. But I think hearing um Alex talk about Fernando asking for it and Alex being so excited about it, it made
Mm-hmm.
me realize that, like, I actually think, like, it seemed like Lance was genuinely like, "Oh, this is lovely. I really like this hat." And you were like, "Oh, it seemed like he actually wanted that." Which is silly. It was like good merch too. That's important. It wasn't
Good merch.
ugly.
Very cute
Mhm.
merch. And I also feel like there's some stuff where like when like if Danny Rick were to give his wine to somebody, not a lot of people around the world would be able to purchase that wine somewhere, and it's been out for a long time. Yuki's merch like just came out,
It just
and
dropped.
it like literally a couple days ago, I think it just dropped.
It just
um
dropped.
and it's much easier to ship clothing than alcohol.
That's true. Yeah. Well, this is a jump, but then let's go to Checo's Secret Santa was Alex, which I feel like they've been paired up in past Secret Santas, and they've
Checo
given
had
quite
Alex last year, so it
yeah,
was
and
opposite way
gave him
around.
like used slippers and something else
A
terrible.
gift certificate to go golfing together.
Again, terrible.
I thought it was sweet.
That-
to
that
me, that comes
energy-
off as like, I want to go spend time with my friend golfing.
That's really giving me, I forgot I was supposed to do this, and now I have to put together a gift in 5 minutes. Because why did he give him used slippers?
That I don't understand.
Because he forgot a gift. Or it was like some sort of inside joke and they were actually Alex's slippers. But again, a bad gift.
It very
But-
well could have been an inside joke because Alex was one of the Red Bull boys that year as the
Yes.
third driver.
But this year, Alex had Checo and he gave him a pair of his shoes.
Yeah.
And he,
a bunch of Williams gear for his babies.
that was quite cute. And he
Yeah.
said that they were going to wear it. But I
Yes.
felt like he was looking at those shoes like,
I'm
I
never
don't-
gonna wear these.
Yes.
shoes.
I was like, oh my god.
He also called them yellow.
Yeah, I was like, they almost look like the right color. Like I was like, I feel like he picked this color for you, Checo.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, what are these?
we have to keep an eye out next year to see if he ever wears them.
He better wear them.
But I found it so funny how Checo gave Danny the exact same gift he had given Lance like 2 years previously.
What a surprise.
Checo.
I love that
Not the
Danny
best
was
gift
like
giver.
side eye. He was like, he's lucky that I like tequila because he gave him a bottle of his own tequila, which again, not a terrible present. I like that Danny does the side eye because Danny knows the ease of that present because he's
Yes.
also giving that present. I feel like
he
he's
said
done that.
something like, I guess I'll be happy about this or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like and maybe that's because Checo's already given all of them that tequila and he's like, I've already had this. But I'm pretty sure Danny gave a bottle of his wine as a gift last year.
He got wine from Fernando one year. I'm trying to remember if he gave wine.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there.
I remember the year where he gave Max the cheesecake,
Mhm.
which was very sweet. I don't remember who we gave a gift to last year.
I feel like him and Valtteri were paired up last year, but that could be wrong.
I don't know. Anyways,
Either way. So this year he
Checo's-
got tequila from Checo.
Checo's love language is not the gifts.
No, he gives the worst gifts like consistently.
Him
Because I think there's also
and
a year that
Charles.
maybe Checo, I think, had Carlos one year or something,
gave
and
him a
he just
can of
gave him a can of
chilies.
chilies, like pickled jalapenos. And the worst part of that is Carlos immediately was like, "This is from Checo." Like, okay. Okay, so then Danny had Oscar, which he when they were showing the video of them getting
He
their
looked
Secret
so
Santas, he was like, "Oh my
excited.
gosh, I know exactly what to get him." And I don't
I was
understand
disappointed.
because and I was wondering like, is there something about this gift that we're not getting that Danny knows is important?
Yeah.
But Oscar is like, it's a bunch of candy. But was it like special Australian candy or
No, it didn't look like that necessarily. It looked like kind of generic candy you might find anywhere, but I don't know. Well, and also there was something written on the bottom part of the t-shirt. And I want to know what it's.
koala? Oh, I read it.
Koala was on the
It
top.
wasn't
I-
very interesting. It was just
Okay.
like the deadliest animal in Australia or something. Or the cuddliest animal in Australia. It was not it was not something special. Well, if it was, we don't understand it and we need an
Yeah.
explanation. And maybe Danny can give us that.
Yes. It felt a little bit lazy of like, we're both from Australia. I'll just get him a koala shirt.
Yeah. Maybe Danny really liked that and we just don't understand it. I needed them to be together for him to say like, I got you this because of this.
Yes. I agree.
And then Oscar had Alex, right? And he gave him a bunch of golf balls with Alex's face on them, but then
Yes.
one of them had
That
Oscar's
was
face. And
very
I thought
sweet.
that was a chef's kiss.
Great gift.
That's a good gift.
Personalized,
Yeah.
specific to the person,
Yes.
of something they're actually going to use. Super sweet.
Yes. Did he give him, was that the only part of the gift or was there a second part
Mhm.
that I'm forgetting? Okay.
think
I
that
thought
was
that
it.
was a great gift.
Alex gave Checo the Williams stuff in the shoes.
That was cute.
Then Checo gave Danny. I think we've made the circle there.
Yeah. Should we jump to Logan?
Yes.
Logan Sargent.
Which Logan gave that book of traveling America.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing with it?
A onesie that said, I'm watching racing with my dad. I thought that was cute.
Onesie was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Great,
very cute.
great
That was a
one.
good gift. That was also just like a good gift, I felt like.
Yes.
Again, you know, a little personalized, read the room.
And Haas is an American team, so I'm sure Kevin goes to the US a little more often than some of the other guys. Great gift.
That's
Highly
why
impressed.
he was saying he thought it was a good gift. He said, I love to do road trips with my family. I thought that was cute. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Kevin, probably the worst gift giver in this video, I really felt, because he had George and he gave him that red Santa doll.
Was
terrible.
that? What was it?
Terrible.
Legitimately, I want to know, like, what is the purpose of that thing?
That was awful. That was awful. I was embarrassed for Kevin.
It felt like something where they just grabbed something off a desk because they needed something.
They were like, whoa, oh, shoot, that's today? Okay.
This is Christmassy.
It doesn't. And again, it really made me feel like Haas's PR, they're not helping them. Maybe Haas doesn't really have PR. Maybe they have no budget for that. I don't know. They're also like, let's be honest, everyone on Grill the Grid, they're breaking the budget. Well, it's either like they're definitely under budget and then you're like, that's the worst gift giver, or they've excessively broken the budget. Because I refuse to believe you could get like 6 personalized with photo golf balls for, is it a $25 limit or something?
Have they ever said? I don't think they've ever said. We don't even know what the limit is.
No, they've said in other videos, they've said the limit in previous years. So maybe the limit's increased and I don't know anything about that. Okay, so
which the
Kevin
funniest part
Magnuson,
I felt
terrible gift. He's too busy being a dad.
The funniest part of George getting that gift is because he's gotten some like very unusable gifts in the past, like that t-shirt from Lando with his abs. That he was like, oh, this is not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, and what does it say about George that he's getting those gifts? No.
I will say Esteban is the one who consistently gets good gifts because everybody knows
I was literally
Spider-Man,
thinking about that.
And he's happy.
Yeah. And it was like, it made me be like, man, it is kind of smart to be the kind of person who just has a thing. Because then people are like, oh, he's into Spider-Man, just get him something Spider-Man themed and you're good to go.
Exactly.
And every year he gets some cool Spider-Man themed stuff and he's happy.
So happy.
And he has no idea who it's from. Every year he's like Lance. And it's like literally everyone knows you're obsessed with Spider-Man. It could be anyone.
I also loved how he didn't know what a lunchbox was. Where he said something of like, this is to hold my toothbrush. That's what he
maybe
said.
Thought it was maybe it was an overnight bag and you're the one who's being a ding dong. Maybe it was. Yeah, so George had Esteban and gave him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. He gave him like a Spider-Man
Yeah.
water bottle and a lunchbox or a night bag. And what was the last piece of that?
Oh, there was
puzzle?
one more piece of it. It was still Spider-Man.
It was also Spider-Man themed.
Blinking. Anyways,
And Esteban had Nico Hulkenberg and apparently gave him quite a sweet inside like joke gift that
Yeah.
was just a coffee mug with an emoji that apparently they send back and forth to each other.
that
Which-
has to be from the driver's WhatsApp chat. That's my theory.
I hope so. Well, okay, and I do have to say, looking at Alpine, it really felt like their PR people went to each driver and was like, what is a thing about the driver you've been given that's funny that you would want a gift for? Because
Mhm.
it seemed like they like put some thought into it, they made something special, and
Yeah.
it was based on a memory that the other driver had. It wasn't just like a
Yes.
known thing about them. Do you know what I mean? That felt
Very
nice. I
much.
liked that. And I
Yeah.
liked then Pierre had Lando and had
Mhm.
gotten him something that didn't get there in time.
They showed the picture of it, that like golf
What
club
was it?
cover.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Did it have Pierre's face on it?
Oh, what did it have on it?
What was on it?
I don't remember what was on it, but it was definitely a golf club cover.
Well,
And then the little like divot
yeah.
fixer thing.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one too. It was like he knows
Very good.
Lando loves golf. He got
And they
him
did
something
the
specific.
Netflix cup together.
Yeah. I mean, that was a last minute thing, wasn't it? Was it supposed to be someone else?
No.
Oh. I was like, why
It was
would
one
you
of the
pick
professional
Pierre?
golfers was supposed to be
Oh,
somebody
yeah, you're right.
else.
I was like,
Yeah.
Pierre was a mistake. No. Okay. So then, and was it Hulkenberg who had Pierre? I know what Pierre got, but I don't
What did he
remember.
get?
He got a tripod.
That was Hulkenberg. So that's another circle. There were like
Yeah.
3 different circles this time.
Yeah. So that was
Yeah,
also a good one.
the
And that one you were
tripod.
like, that one, it really felt like Hulkenberg bought this for Pierre because Haas
Mhm.
is not helping Hulkenberg.
Nope.
No. Haas is not helping anyone. You better figure it out, babe.
But what a perfectly hilarious gift.
Yes, it was a good gift. And I enjoyed watching Pierre look embarrassed because he should feel
Yes.
embarrassed.
Yes, he's the one that brought this up in the first place.
Yes.
He deserves its embarrassment.
Yes, I very much agree. I'm like, no, none of us are gonna feel sorry for you. You made this bed.
I feel sorry for Zhou Guanyu. Not for Pierre.
Joe's gonna be fine. Next year he'll get a better gift. Yeah. Who had Charles?
Oh gosh.
What did Charles get? Did we already talk about it? We said he always gets good
It was
gifts.
a nice gift. I just
Not a
can't remember
calendar?
what it was. Not a calendar.
Not a calendar. Okay. So then Max got an old school like video game racing thing that was a
That
gift
I
from
thought
Carlos.
was very sweet.
And I loved that he knew it was him quite quickly. Like he was like, it's either Fernando or Carlos.
Yeah, I want to know how he knew.
Yeah, they must have talked about it, which again, I love that. And also, okay, coming back to this theory about the Charles issue, I'm like, it seemed like Carlos picked that out because he and Max had talked about it and he knew Max would like it.
Mm-hmm. And Ferrari's just leaving Charles out to head.
They're not. Charles is a bad gift giver. This is both like pretty privilege and like he's a bad gift giver because he probably gets away with it because he's too pretty. And no one has ever told him like, actually people want to be treated well. No, I'm just kidding. um,
You know who's really a good gift giver that you never expect is Max.
yes, let's get to Max because Max had Valtteri.
So good. Which I feel the first time I watched it, I didn't realize how good it was because I didn't catch that he
Yeah,
had
because he
put
explain what he gave.
pictures of
He
Bodas.
gave a book
Yeah.
about butts in art.
And then he put pictures of from Bodas's calendar or just other images found on the internet over the pictures in the book.
I thought that was so good too.
So, and I
Now,
also think so
here's what
when
I'll
Valtteri
say.
was doing it, reading like what it was, he said like a simply lovely
Yes.
book of some art. And I think it was Max like wrote on the book, adding the simply lovely part.
Yeah.
Which is very Max and very sweet. But yeah, he is consistently good at the gifts. Where he like 1 year he got Seb all of the like little mini bee furniture. He got oh, what else has he done? Consistently good.
Yeah, he does a good gift, and I love that.
Yeah.
And here's my question. Do you think Max is doing the work of making that book, like putting the book together? Or do you think he has the idea and he tells someone in PR at Red Bull? Okay.
He has the idea and he tells someone, I think.
I like the idea of living in a world in which he is also doing like the scrapbooking.
Well, and I mean, I will say Seb's little like bee furniture was covered
Yeah.
in bee stickers.
That's not
Maybe
that
that
much
was
work,
Max
Annie.
as well.
It's literally stickers. I feel like it's a totally different level to then be like, let me actually like paint and color and put something together.
He got Mick a adoption of a lion last year.
That was very cute too. Yeah,
Mhm.
lots of good options there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Carlos got his gift from Botas, and it was a Speedo with chilies on it, and that was quite good too. And I love he was like, this is a very good gift because I know exactly who it's from. It's very him. And then the
Mhm.
chili sauces that he had, they were fives, and then he had added another five. So it was 55
Mhm.
chili. That was cute. And then
Very,
I think
very
the
cute.
best part of that was, will you wear them? And he's just, no.
Well, he was nodding his head yes, and then it said no. I'm racking my brain trying to remember what it was that Charles got.
Something lovely. Who had
Always.
Charles?
I don't remember.
Have we missed anyone?
Who did George give a gift to?
George gave a gift to. We already talked about this. We did.
I believe you.
Oh, you know who was not in that?
Lewis.
Which I love. Yeah,
he never
Lewis.
is.
I know. Lewis, get in.
How does he get out of so much PR stuff?
That has to be like in his contract.
It must
and I'm
be.
really happy that it's not out of Max's contract. Like they're like, no, sir, you will be involved. I'm thinking that
Do you
there's one
see that
person.
Red Bull put out a like 18-minute long retrospective today on Max of like, how did he become 3-time world champion? And near the end of the video, someone says to him like, that's it, you're done with marketing for 2023. He is so happy. Because everybody hates
there was
marketing.
another good gift that someone gave. Because who did Lando have?
Did Lando have George?
No, because George's gift was from Kevin.
No, I'm sorry, Charles.
Did Lando have Charles? I don't know, but whatever Lando gave was like a good gift. No, Fernando had Charles and he got a paddle racket.
That's what it was.
But what
Thank
did
you.
what who did Lando have to give a gift to? Was it Logan? What did Logan get?
What did
Because I
Logan get?
don't remember, and I do think it was from
The
Lando.
basketball hoops.
There.
Yes.
Good.
Good gift.
We've completed all the loops now, right?
Yeah.
I think we have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, the
No.
basketball hoops. That feels very American. I didn't get the
Yep.
joke. I think they need to be like with the person that the gift is for, even though that's not very secret, so that they can explain it. Because sometimes they're getting these things
Yeah.
and you're just like, I think you're not even getting whatever the intention was behind
Yes.
the gift.
Yes, I agree. Wait, and maybe they could like have the person hide behind a corner until after it's been opened and they've guessed, and then they come out and explain it.
You know who we've forgotten is what Yuki got, which I thought this was a very good gift. Again,
The cookbook.
yes, from Zhou.
Sweet joke on you.
And Yuki was so excited because it was a good gift.
Yes.
Charles
And an
is
apron.
an idiot.
A cool apron.
Yeah. And Yuki seemed like very genuinely excited about
Yes.
the cookbook because he was like,
Yes.
I love to cook. Yeah.
Yes.
Charles
Oh.
has got to be a terrible boyfriend if you like gifts. Girls, watch out.
Way too much pretty privilege.
Who is the best to date based on the gifts that who do you want to be your Secret Santa?
Joke on you, maybe.
Okay. Because you like an intentional
Or Max.
gift.
Who would you pick, Grace?
I like something a little handmade that's like special for me. So I feel like I would want Oscar because of those
Mhm.
golf balls that were like specialized, or Max,
I know.
because
Yeah.
that was also like quite good.
I also feel like if you had the drivers after the gift had been given come out and talk with the other person for a minute,
Yeah.
you would see how much was them and how much was a PR person and how much was, oh crap, we need to get a gift for this person and it's
Yes.
happening in 2 days.
There was also a like shared wrapping paper between multiple teams, and that was cracking me up as well.
I miss that.
Yeah.
But
If
I
you
believe
go
it.
back and watch, it's like there's somewhere you're like, why is all the wrapping paper the same? These are different teams. But yeah, overall, we loved it.
Great year. Great video.
This is a short episode, but we'll be back with more episodes for the rest of break.
Speaking of which, that tequila which Danny opened, I have sitting in my cupboard for our
Heck yeah.
upcoming Taste the Alcohol from the Drivers video. We need a better
Perfect.
name.
Yeah. Sarah and I have been working on some ideas for tequilas we can, or like
Of things to make
cocktails
with
we
it.
can make with tequila.
Beautiful. Good.
Because
Because
we
otherwise
also have
mom's gonna be
the-
annoyed.
Yeah, we have the mock tequila from Lewis
Yeah,
Hamilton as well.
agave.
I'm sorry, but Lewis Hamilton needs to join. I don't know what his problem is.
He's too cool. He's above all of
What do you
this.
think he's worried about with that?
I don't know. Part of me thinks it might be that he thinks that because it's only like it's Secret Santa and it's for Christmas, it's not inclusive of people of other religions.
Santa, I agree with you, but also like Santa is not inherently about Christmas.
That is fair.
I also think F1 would be like, yeah, I can be secret whatever, secret holiday gift giver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they care. So then he should just, I don't know. If you know, write us and tell us why Lewis won't do Secret Santa.
George, we're looking at you. Or Valtteri.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. We will be around in the off season. Just look forward to random episode drops when you least expect them.